Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the LHMTV. It's a Tier 8 British light tank. It's located on the westbourne of Sand River Encounter, and this one is under the command of Wazwulf of Quinn.
Tracks real big, engine real big, gun real big, everything real big.
And he's off. I'm not sure who the commander is, but yeah, sounds interesting. Now this little light tank is actually quite fast, 63 kilometers an hour, and it's also very, very light indeed. In fact, the name of the vehicle, LHMTV, actually means lightweight, high mobility tactical vehicle. It was a proposal to actually build a light tank for the British Army, and it was built in the 50s, I believe. Now, the original one actually has a 75mm main gun. I'm not sure which one we're using here, but it's actually got 230 Alpha, and that means it's actually the 85mm main gun that it's got instead. Or at least it says 85mm in the wiki. According to the Tanks GG, it's actually an 83mm, and I think that actually equates to a is it a 30, not a 30 pounder, but it's one of the pounder guns. Not sure it's that high, 32 pounder, but it could be something around about the 25 pounder mark anyway, because it's about the caliber. Now you can see he's nicely in the bush, and these guys just have no idea that he's that close. That guy is only 85mm away from us right now, the Pershing, but he's being spotted, and our teammates will actually do some damage to him. Now we're one down on the enemy at the moment, but everything to play for. He spotted a large number of the enemy. Oh, there's their ELC Evan 90. Now how close does this guy get to us? Yes, he does spot us. And yeah, so he did see where we were, and we're now moved out. Oh, got hit in the tracks, and that's lucky because that was an ISU 152 that hit us in the tracks. We pumped one into the Pershing. It's a very small vehicle. It actually only weighs 5.5 tons, and that's why it says lightweight, high mobility tactical vehicle. He's actually nicely pumping rounds into that Pershing. It's actually got a fairly good power to weight ratio, which means it can get away from the enemy quite quickly. And that one bounced off. Best armor is on the front of the turret, and it's 60mm. On the front of the hull, it's only 30. Now, as a light tank, oh, he's been spotted again. As a light tank, it doesn't have much in the way of armor and ammo. 25 ammo capacity in total. So he has to be careful that he doesn't blow all his ammo on on difficult targets, rather. The enemy is capping, and they've got two in the cap, so we're going to have to go in and get a reset, or at least find out where the enemy is. Just being in the cap actually will stop their counter. Oh, but we took a hit there from a Lynx. But the Lynx goes down with that shot. But we've lost half our hit points. We've got to try and stay away from those two tanks, the 110. Oh, and they'll start the cap up again, and the Renegade. They're just outside the cap area at the moment. That's how Wazwulf, using the third person motions, he actually staying outside the vehicle just so he can see where the other vehicles are, but he doesn't run into anything. If you stay in sniper view too long, you miss out on things like that Scorpion up there. It's a tier 8 game with tier 8 tanks in it. Well, he got around into the Scorpion, but the Scorpion knows where he is now. Of course, he is a light tank, and that's important. Ooh, and the Arty does us a favour The Arty on our team happens to be a Lorraine 15551, and same on the enemy team too. And the Scorpions had to pull back, and I don't think he can see us at the moment. He obviously saw us there when we fired, or at least he should have seen us. We're probably going to pop up on their sights. Yeah, the Pershing. Yes, he did get spotted. The standard alpha for this gun is 230, and it's got 226mm of pen with the standard ammo, and with the premium APCR it's capable of 258mm of pen. As I said, you've got limited amount of ammo, so you do have to be careful. Yes, takes out the Pershing. Nice.
Enemy armor destroyed.
And he can get a kill shot. Oh, the 110 couldn't get his gun down there to get a shot at us. I thought for a second we were about to take a round. In fact, we did take a round from the ISU 152. And we almost landed. Well, yes, that could have been quite inconvenient there. If we'd gone over that rise and tracked ourselves, then the ISU might have got an easy shot. But there he is. Now go to the right of the gun. Yes, he does. And he gets a nice pen. He could probably use a couple of those HE rounds, actually. But wait for it.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
It's actually quite a long reload. Standard reload, 9.59 seconds. And you can see here we've got 9.36 for Wazwulf. And it's mainly down to the fact it's got such a small turret. Oops. Now the engine, original one, stock one, is a Jaguar engine, but the top one is a Rolls-Royce. And if this is the, well, this is only one prototype that they actually built, but it was worked on for 3 years, and then they gave up on it. It turned out to be the GSR 3301 that got accepted instead, and that came in as the CVR. Oh, we did get spotted again. That ISU is just a little way away. I think he wants a piece of him. He did get something for spotting. Doesn't want to get too close though, because he could be vulnerable. He is definitely a one-shot. We're 2 up on the enemy. They've only got 4 tanks left, and well, 3 tanks and an Arty. And there's the ISU, and he's beaten us. He needs to move over the ridgeline as quickly as he can. Right, now he needs to move and change direction, because that Lorraine must know where we are now. Except he may be actually, well, he's changing direction, so he's actually moving about. He is doing a good job here. He got his communications expert up for all the spotting he did. 2,705 hit points of spotting so far. And there's that ISU again. Now, just get up over this rise here. Should be able to spot that guy and keep him lit for the Arty. Only 3 left. There's the enemy Arty. Okay, so he can easily pen this guy. Nice one. Got a high roll for 248. We didn't get spotted. He's a one-shot now. In fact, oh, he went down. We didn't. Well, we got the spotting anyway. The kill shot went to our Arty, so it was a counter battery, but only one counter battery, because of course there's only one on each side in this game. But that now means there's only 2 left. We know where the ISU 152 was last seen, but he won't necessarily be there. The XM57 is also the other tank in the game, And we don't really want to get hit by him either, because he would be a one-shot. Where is he? Oh, now there he is. There he is. Can we get a shot? No, he hits the ground. But Arty's going to be lining him up for a shot right now. You can see where he is. Staying in third-person view and pulling away just so he can see where the guy is. Let the RC see him. Just there.
Target acquired.
Okay, he's locked on. Arty does get a shot, but we fail to get a one when we follow up afterwards. And here comes the cavalry. Shure152, and he nukes him. And that just leaves one left, the XM57, who's right up the other end of the map to the north. So we could go to the cap and sit in there. But I think he probably wants to get a few shots off at that XM57 from a distance. He is firing the premium ammo now. He's run out of the standard. And there's the XM. Now, probably want to stay below the...
Too close for missiles. Switch
Okay,
routes.
well, he's gone to right to the
Another
edge.
critical hit. Let's find another target.
And that long reload is really a problem. And no, you're not going to get the shot there. Oh, and and he goes down to the QU1NN FT, and that's a win. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was a first ace tanker for Wazwulf of Gwyn in the LHMTV. You can tell it's his first one because it's got the scrolls underneath the M. You only get that the first time. You also got a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points for his own vehicle, bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 5 exactly. And he got a patrol duty for being the only one spotting 6 enemy vehicles whilst they were being damaged. His win rate on that game was 5,046, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. He didn't get the highest damage in the game. That went to the XM66F on our team, who actually picked up a high caliber and Confederate for 5,003 hit points of damage. Second highest was the ISU 152K on the enemy team, 2,779. And the third highest was the XM57 on the enemy team with 2,444. We can see Wazwulf got 2,024 hit points of damage, which is been beaten by 2 members of the enemy team, 2 members of his own team, which means he's in 5th place overall. When it came to kills, we can see top scorers were the QU1NN FT, and on the enemy team, their Renegade, 4 kills piece. 2 kills went to the ISU152 and the Lorraine 15551, and on the enemy team, the XM57 and their ELC-M90. Everyone else, I've got 1 kill or none. Wazwulf just got the 1. When it came to base XP, he's in 2nd place. We've got 1,354 for the XM66F. Then we've got 1,309 for Wazwulf. And lastly, in 3rd place, we've got the Lorraine 15551 getting 999. Yes. So let's have a look at detail. He fired 20 rounds in that game, so he did have some spare at the end, but not many. 14 direct hits on the enemy, 10 penetrations, 2,024 hit points of damage, of which 722 were at more than 300 meters. 4 hits received, 3 of those penetrated, 1 non-penetration, and yes, he did get some big hits from the ISU-152. 7 enemy vehicles were spotted, 7 enemy vehicles were damaged, 1 was killed, and he got 3,167 hit points of spotting assist. On a premium count, he actually took away 70,128 credits, and that includes 65,000 credits for a mission completion, and he got 3,927 experience points out of that game as well. So congratulations on your first ace tanker in the LHMTV. It's kind of difficult to play because it's not great. It's actually a fairly weak light tank if you put it up compared to something like the ELC-M90. It's nowhere near as good. It is small and it does rely on camo, but in this game it was difficult to play, but he did play it as well as he could, and yes, he did make an impression upon the enemy. Hope you enjoyed that one. If you did, please give this like, and thank you for watching.